Hello everyone, this is a Rubik's Cube and I'm going to teach you how to solve it in under 3 minutes. Stick with me, it's not that hard, you can do it. Okay, as you can see, I've scrambled the cube into what seems to be fairly random assortment of colors. The objective obviously is to get all the colors of the same type to the same side. To start, we're going to focus first on the white center side. The center pieces don't move. They stay on the same side. So you want to move the other pieces to be oriented to the center piece of each side. The first step is to get the white cross, which is all of the middle pieces of the white side on the white side. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, to make the white cross, you'll first have to locate one or more of the pieces that have a white middle edge. And you see, here are two of them. There's a blue and white, and here's a red and white. This one is very easy because it's already, or it's on the correct side and it's in the correct position. So all you have to do is rotate the cube where that's, side is, and rotate it up like this. And now you have the white and the blue lined up for that edge piece. This one is not as quite as easy because although it's lined up there as it would be, the white piece is not positioned correctly. So to fix that, you have to move that piece to one of the other sides. So you can move it this way and then down like that, and move the blue piece back, and then you can move the red and white piece up. So now you have the red piece and the blue piece correct. Okay, so now we need to locate the other two pieces that are in the middle that have a white piece. Here is one on the bottom. It's orange, but it's not on the right side. So you have to rotate it until that piece is on the correct side. So now it is. You have the orange center, the orange edge piece right there. Now you just basically, you're going to rotate it to the top where the white centerpiece is. And now you have three of them. Great. The final piece is here, but as you can see, it's not oriented correctly. It needs to have the green piece here and then the white piece over here. To do that, all you need to do is you rotate it one place to the left or right, and then you rotate that up this way. And now you can spin it to the top, but you displaced the orange and white piece. You just need to turn it back to the top. And now you have the white cross solved. Okay, just to recap, we have the middle edge pieces with the correct color in the correct place. We have blue, we have orange, we have green, and we have red, and we have the white cross established. So now, flip the cube upside down so white is on the bottom. Yellow now is on top, the yellow centerpiece. Now, our objective is to fill in the second layer, middle layer, with the correct edge pieces. Okay, so what we'll start looking at the edge pieces on the top that don't have any yellow on them. Right now, there's only one, and it's this one. Well, actually two. This one and this one. This one, as you can see, it has blue and red, so it's not in the correct position because it needs to be here. And it's very easy to move that in the correct position. But the strategy here is to get the piece in the position where it's correct color, matching the center pieces on top, and the opposing piece is to the right or left of the matching color side. This time it's on the right. Okay, so you got red over here, and you're going to be moving this piece to the direction of where the red side is. So what you're going to do is you're going to spin this side up. One, you're going to move the top piece over, and then you're going to spin the right side or the red side down. So that moves this piece in the correct spot. Now, you still have these pieces on the bottom with the right cross. You want to make very certain that you still have that and you don't mess that up. Okay, so now let's look at one of the other pieces. Okay, so it's the orange and blue piece here. There's no yellow on it, but we got to move it to the correct spot. So we got to find some orange because it matches the top. So there's the orange matching the top. Blue is on the right, so we have the same move that we did just previously to solve this piece in the correct place. We're going to go right side up, top to the right, right side down. Now we got it. All right, so we got that piece, and we still have the white cross with the middle pieces. All right, so we have two of the middle pieces solved. We need at least one more. Okay, so now we got red and green up here with no yellow on it. So we'll move it around we don't want it on the green, we want it on the red. So the red matches the top color. And again, we have green on the right and red on the left. So it's the same move. Now, just for grins, if I wanted to move it to the left, I would do just the opposite. I would go left side up, top to the left, and then left side down. But we're not doing that because we want it to go this way. But I just wanted to show you, if you had the piece or if you had the matching color over there, what you would do. So whichever side you want to move it towards, you're going to go with that side up. If green was on this side, you would go that side up. But green is on the right, so you're going to go green side, right side up, spin the top to the right or towards the green, and then move that side down. So now you got this piece is correct. This piece is correct, red and blue, and the red orange. And we want to leave this piece open because we need to move these white pieces that are in the wrong position to the top layer. And the way you do that is you're just gonna find one. You're gonna move that edge up, and you'll spin the top around once and move it back down. So nothing is disturbed. You still have the white cross. You still have these edge pieces in place. And you move that white piece from the bottom up to the top layer. Okay, now here's another one. So what we're going to do is we don't want to do it right here. We want to do it where this open slot is that doesn't have any matching color. So you move that around to where it's underneath that. You go move that edge, that white piece up. You turn the top layer around until you find a non-white piece and move it down. And then you have to move the bottom layer back so that the white cross is good with the matching colors on the sides, on the edge pieces. All right, so do we have any white pieces on the bottom still? We have one left, and so we need to move that white piece to that open spot where there's no edges. And guess what? We don't have any open, so it doesn't really matter what you do. But I would pick one that where the is not matching the colors that are on this corner piece. So right here, we'll move this one up here and spin it around, and we'll move that one that's got no white on it down into the bottom layer. All right, and then we got to fix this again to be in the right spot. So now we got green, orange, blue. All right, so we removed all of the white corner, the corner pieces that had white on them are now up in the top layer. Okay? Okay, so this is where we are. We got the white cross, we got the middle layer here with the right colors. They're all in the right spot. We do have one piece on the bottom that's white, but we will fix that eventually as we work through this. Okay. All right. So here's what we want to do is we got to solve these corner pieces here where these white pieces need to go down to where the white layer is, and then have the white piece flip to the correct spot. So to do that, you're going to find, let's just take the red and blue because I like those colors, and you move it so that the colors are bordering the matching colors on this piece. So you have red and blue, you got red and blue. So now it's bordering the correct sides, and white is facing, you want the white to be facing you if it's on the side. So there's three situations that can happen. White is on the right, white is on the left, or like this one, white is on the top. And we're going to go through those, each one. All right, so we'll start with the white on the right. Your movements are always going to be keyed off on where this piece is. If it's on the right, you're going to move the top layer to the right. So you'll say top to the right, right side up, top to the right, right side down, top to the right twice, right side up, top to the right once, right side down. Okay, so now you see that piece that was originally up here is now down here, or down at the bottom. It was on the top, now it's on the bottom, and it's in the correct position. Okay, so now we got this piece resolved. We look for one with the white on the top. That was this one here. So we're going to move that one to where it has blue and orange, which is right here. So this piece is going to end up down here on the bottom. So again, you're focusing on this white piece to the top and right. If it's on the right, what you're going to do is you're going to move the top away from the right. So it'll go, in this case, it'll be left, up. Then you're going to move the top back to the right and down. Then back the top, left, up, top, right, down, top, left, up, top, right, down. So you're doing the same move 3 times. So you're going to go, you're doing top, right, top, right, top, right, top, right, all the time. So you're doing top, left, top, right, up. Then you're going to go top, right, down. I'll do it again with one of the other pieces because it's a little hard to follow. Okay, so here's one right here. Here's red and green. So same thing. You have 4 moves, and you do those 4 moves 3 times. So again, red and blue, you're going to move it that direction away from the white. So it's top, left, right, up. Then you're going to go top, right, right, down. And you're going to do the same thing 2 more times. Top left, right up, top right, right down. Top left, right up, top right, right down. Okay, and there you go. You got it. Okay. Okay, so now we solved the white corner piece that was on the right and the white corner piece that was on the top. So now we have the remaining scenario. We got the white corner piece that's going to be on the left. So this is green and orange. So we'll move that around. Okay, so to the right place. So we got green and orange. We got green and orange. Okay, so in this case, you're going to start by moving the top towards the white. So you're going to sew top to the left, and you're only going to move the top and the left side. So top to the left, left side up. Top to the left, left side down. Top to the left twice, left side up. Top to the left once, and left side down. So now you got it. So now you solved all three of those situations, and if you did everything right, if you got rid of all the white in this layer, this white side is now solved. I'll talk about some problems you might run into a little bit later after we finish solving the cube. Okay, so we have the first two layers done. We have the remaining top layer, which is all the yellow pieces with various spots. Yellow's in the centerpiece. What we really want to do here eventually is get a yellow cross here the same way we had before. And there's some different scenarios that will happen. And basically there's some different moves, but first thing I would do is if you have any matching side pieces, I would orient them to the correct side or as many of them as you can, just by spinning this thing around. But in this case, they're all yellow, so it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do now is there's three moves that you're going to use throughout this process to get the yellow cross. And it's like this. You're going to go front clockwise, top clockwise, right clockwise, top counterclockwise, right counterclockwise, front counterclockwise. All right, we'll do that again, but as you can see, we now have a yellow stripe, and you want to orient it this way so that it is horizontal to you. And again, if you have any of these matching, I would match them up right now. So we have a green, we have a blue. All right, so we're going to do this move again to try to get the yellow cross. So we're going to go front clockwise, top clockwise, right clockwise, top counterclockwise, right counterclockwise, front counterclockwise. Okay, so it didn't happen. So now we have this situation where we just got to, if you have this where you have a kind of a J shape, then you're gonna just leave it. You want it to the top right or top left, and do the same moves again. So you're gonna go front, top, right, top, counter, right, counter, front, counter. Okay, so now you have the yellow cross. Okay, then that's what you want. So now you look around and you say, well, I got two of these edge pieces matched up. Okay, and what you want is all four. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the matching pieces to the front or to the back and the right, and you're going to do this move. You're going to go right side up, spin the top clockwise, right side down, clockwise, right side up, twice clockwise, right side down, and one more time clockwise. Okay, and then that made these match up. If they didn't match up again, you'll match up as many of them as you can, and then you do that same move again. And eventually, you'll get all of them to match up. Okay, so you got the yellow cross, and you got one or two of them matching. If you don't have any of them matching, it doesn't matter which way this goes. But you always want one of the matching ones to the right. And if you have two, put the other one on the back. So, and then you do this move. Right up, clockwise top, right down, clockwise top, right up, clockwise top, twice, and then right down. All right, so now you got, you spin that one back clockwise. Now you got one, you got them all matching. Okay, so that's good. You may or may not get them all matching after this, and basically just do that same move again, and you'll be okay. Okay, in this part, you now got all of the center edge pieces matching the correct colors. So now you got to match up the corner edge pieces of the top layer. Okay, so you find one that matches all three colors. So yellow's always on the top, and it does have to be in the right place, but as long as it has the correct colors, then you're good. In this case, this one matches and it's in the correct spot. And so now what you want to do is you're going to do this move. You're going to move the top, put this thing in the right front, whichever one matches all three colors. And it could be, yellow might be on the side, but that's okay as long as the three colors are in the correct position. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go spin the top to the right, clockwise, right side up. Top back to the left, counterclockwise, left side up. Spin the top clockwise, right side down, top counterclockwise, left side down. All right, and now you've got, this one is now correct colors, this one is the correct colors, and this one has the correct colors. They're not in the right position, but they're in the correct colors, and that's what you want. Okay, so we got the edge pieces to match the color, and some of them are in the right place. Some are not. They're in the right spot. They're just not, don't have the yellow on top. And to do that, you're going to do this move. You want the piece that's not correct to be the ones that are to be on the right front to start. And then you're going to go right side down, bottom left, right side up, bottom back to the right. Do that again. Right down, bottom left, right up, bottom right. Keep doing that until the yellow goes to the top. All right. So now this yellow one's on the top. Make sure you did that last final spin on the bottom or it won't work. So now turn the one that's not correct around, but leave the bottom two layers in the same spot. So you're going to spin the top to get this one down. And you're going to do those same moves again. Right down, bottom left, right up, bottom right. Right down, bottom left, right up, bottom right. So now you got all the yellow ones. All you got to do is spin this around till it gets to the matching side. And now you have solved the cube. And that's it. Okay, one of the first problems that many of you are going to have is the cube that you're using. This is the basic cube, the first one I got, and it's not bad, but the problem is it doesn't spin real good in a fast manner. The pieces come in place, and sometimes you'll end up trying to do a spin and you'll end up with something that you didn't intend. So the first thing I'd do is ditch this if you want to improve your time and go to something like this, which is called a speed cube, and you can get these on Amazon for a reasonable price, and they just basically move better. The pieces don't pull apart as much as the other cubes, and they just spin so much better. So you'll definitely be able to get a lot better times with this kind of a cube. Okay, one of the early problems you might see is you got the white cross, but the edge pieces are actually not matching. There's two of them don't line up. Okay, so you can fix that one of two ways. The easiest way to fix that is to move both those sides that are not correct to the bottom. What I do? All right, move them both to the bottom and spin the thing around with 2 turns, and then spin them back up to the top, and then that will flip the 2 sides. The other way you could do it would be something like when you got the yellow cross and that you got 2 sides that don't match, and you could do that move, but it's a lot more trickier. So I would just recommend just doing that, and that'll get you back to the white cross with all the things. So like I said, just spin it to the bottom, those 2 sides to the bottom, spin it around twice, and then you spin those back to the top, and then you should be good to go in that case. So, and that's it. So, I mean, I can get it fixed back to where it's supposed to be, and there you go. Okay. Okay, another problem you might see, or you think it's a problem, is you're trying to solve these middle edge pieces, and let's say that you've got 3 of them solved, like in this case. And now you said, Jerry, you said you got to get all these white pieces up out of the layer. Well, not exactly true, because this white piece or edge piece is in the correct spot. So you don't need to move it out. So just leave it there, and then you can go ahead and continue to solve this edge piece, that like that, and you're still good to go. And you can leave that white piece where it is. Okay, it's another problem with the middle layer and the edge pieces. All right, let's say you were solving this, and you got all of these middle pieces in the right place, and you notice you got a piece here that it has the correct colors, but the white piece needs to be on the bottom, and so this piece has got to get out. So I don't want to move it out because I want to leave this piece where it is, and I don't want it beside that. So I would rotate the cube and move this thing out to a different one, and find a different color to go down there, like this one. All right, so that's fine. But you want one that when you move this thing back, that it's not in the right spot, or if it is in the right spot, that's fine. So, but let's just leave that for now. And then let's put this back the way it's supposed to be. So once you have that, you can continue to try to get all the white pieces out if you can. But there's no way to do it because all of these corner pieces have white on them. So to get this piece back, you're gonna have to pick one to put in that spot. So you can pick this one and then move the cube back to where it's at, and that's fine. Because what will happen is when you solve this piece, it'll move this piece out. So let's find that piece, which is the orange and blue one, which is the one we originally moved out to start with. And now you can solve this piece the way you know how to solve it. It's a white on the left, so you're going to do the moves to solve the left piece. Okay, so now you got it in the correct spot, and this piece is restored, and you can continue on and solve the puzzle the way you have instructions already to do so. Okay, this is a common problem. I see that you have the edge pieces in the middle solved, and for argument purposes, let's say you got all the white pieces out of the bottom that aren't supposed to be there. And you got this middle piece that's still got to be solved, but you can see it's right here, like where it's supposed to be positioned for the move that you're going to make. You got this corner piece that goes here. You don't want to move this corner piece in first, because if you try to move the corner piece in when you move the edge piece in, it'll get displaced. So what you want to do is move this middle piece in first. Put this back, the corner piece back, and then solve it like you would any other piece that's with the top on the white. Here you go. All right, so now you got both those pieces, and you're good to go. And you can continue solving the cube the way you normally would. In this case, we still have one white piece down here, and this is the other problem. Now is you got one white piece in the bottom, and it's in the wrong spot. But the way you solve that is you move the correct piece down to where it's supposed to be, and that will get that piece out. So we're going to do that with this piece. It's just like we just did with the top piece. And now you're good to go. And now you got all the white pieces out of the bottom that shouldn't be there, and they're up in the top. And you continue solving the puzzle. Okay, here's a final tip for you. If you're trying to solve the cube as fast as possible, one of the things that takes a lot of time is getting the white cross. So if you're looking at the cube and you're trying to find the fastest way to solve it first, what if there was already a cross in place, but it's not white? Okay, you flip the cube over and look at that. You got a yellow cross right there. You can treat yellow just like white, just in the opposite fashion. Just do all the same moves you would with white, just do it with yellow, and you can solve the cube in the same manner. And you won't have to worry about spending the time, which might take up to a minute or so, to get the white cross. And you can solve the cube much faster. You could do that with any color if you want to, but I found it easier to either use white or yellow just for reference. I know this video is long, but trust me, if you use these methods, you can solve this cube in under 3 minutes. I have successfully done it in 2 minutes and 35 seconds with just a few days of practicing this method over and over again. You can do it too. It's not that hard. You don't have to be that great manual dexterity or anything. Just practice the moves. They will be memorable pretty quickly. It might seem pretty daunting, but it's actually not that hard. Just keep trying, and good luck with it. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have fun with the Rubiks Cube.